I have been selling this book, Zanazli and Wan Chun Hong's Guide to Indie Filmmaking, which is published by MPH for a while now. It's a really good book if you want to be a filmmaker, whether it's for YouTube, social media, TV, film, cinema, whatever. This is the book to get. I'm going to make it more accessible and more affordable to all of you because I believe that everybody needs to become a filmmaker. The more filmmakers we have in the world, I think this world will be a better place to live in. Now it's available as an electronic book download on my website. I'm going to link it here. It's really cheap, it's really affordable. It's only 5 ringgit if you want to get the ebook version. Okay, 5 ringgit. It doesn't really cost much, right? It's just a little bit of something for me. I mean, it did take a lot of work to write. Each chapter of this book talks about one part of the filmmaking process. And for each chapter as well, I interview a local filmmaker. It's only 5 ringgit. It's only 5 ringgit. You're watching and listening to the FAT BIDIN Film Club. I'm Sumi Azan Azli.
And I'm Shawty Abdullah.
As usual, every week we watch a local film and we review it. This week we're watching a local film and we're reviewing it. And it is called
PAVANT for an Infant.
I don't even know what those words mean. Yeah. Okay, so FAT BIDIN is proud to announce that we have a short film that will be screening at the Pesta Film Kota Baru in Kelantan this year.
Yeah!
It's one of our favourite film festivals. We went to the second installment last year.
It's only in its third year, but it's our favourite. Sure.
So we were there, we like the guys who organize it, we like the people there, we like the vibe. It's so nice, it's so indie, it's so punk rock, you know?
It's very, very chill.
Yeah,
it takes place in a Hokkien centre.
Yeah. This year it's happening when? From when to when?
From the 5th to the 7th of September. But it's happening at night on the 5th. Just so you know, the 5th of September is a Friday and it's a public holiday.
It's a long weekend.
You have time to get to Kota Baru on the 5th itself.
Yes.
To make the opening film that starts at 8 o'clock because it must start after Maghrib.
Yes, it's one of the best film festivals I've ever been to. I like it. Well, I've only been to one lah. And then
we like it very much.
Yeah,
it's so good.
We were there last year, and then Amir, who is also one of the organizers, kind of like, hey, why don't you make a film? You always come to Kelantan and make films. Like, it's true. We make films in Kelantan a lot because we like Kelantan, right?
Yes, we really do like Kelantan.
So hey, okay, so we actually made a film. Yay for Kelantan, and it will be out. It's called the Bendera Man.
Yes.
Right?
It's only 10 minutes long.
It's 10 minutes long. It's a short film, right? It's a short and true FAT BIDIN style. It's a documentary.
Free. You can just come and watch it.
It is part of their Kelantan Panorama series. Right? So yeah, I'm excited for that.
To the Kota Baru, the Pesta Film Kota Baru, 5th to 7th September. Yeah. Again, I remind you that the 5th is a public holiday and you can leave for Kelantan on the 5th itself.
I also want to tell people that there are other film festivals happening in that same period also of
yes,
September.
So the week after that,
there's a Taiping.
Is the Rain Town
Film Festival in Taiping. Which is, I want to go, right?
We will try to go. So it's like 12th to 14th?
Yeah. There's also the Japan Film Festival, which goes on every year, organized by the Japan Foundation for
the 10th to the 21st, I think.
And there's also the European...
That one will happen in all the cinemas, so you can go. No need to go out of state to go watch the Japan Film Festival.
And there's also the European Film Festival, which also happens every year. And it's great, yeah. Great month for film. Okay, so we watched PAVANT of an Infant. Is it?
For an Infant.
Okay, yeah.
So PAVANT is a dance, in case you wanted to know what it meant.
I didn't understand anything. PAVANT?
Yes, it means dance for an infant.
Very, very artsy one, his titles of his movies.
But we like
before this was what?
Midsummer.
Snow in Midsummer, yeah.
PAVANT for an Infant.
Sometimes I don't know if names like this will pull an audience or push away an audience.
You make a film with a fancy name. Let's see whether people go watch. But you are not chunky on. Anyway, we went to go and see the film.
Yeah. What's it about?
It was important to note that the showings are already like limited. But when we went, the cinema was full. So I really kind of like that.
Full of Chinese
for
people.
him. Yeah, but I don't know. I really like that for him. The Chinese people sitting next to me were damn ignorant, okay? But it was very annoying, but never mind. I applaud their efforts in coming out to see a film that is different from probably what they usually see. Anyway, what the film is about. The film is about baby dumping. Specifically about how people leave their babies in baby hatches. So it's centered around this one girl, Lai Sum, who works at a baby hatch.
Yes.
So she works at the baby hatch, and then throughout the film you see these different people who leave their babies at the hatch, and also you see the people that she works with, and also she kind of takes like this girl under her wing who is now pregnant, and at first you don't know
She
why.
finds this girl, right?
Yeah.
The girl like shows up, I guess.
Outside lah,
Yeah,
outside the
trying to
place.
find out what this baby hatch thing is all
No,
about.
she's picking leaves from the tree outside, the Buddhist
Oh, yeah,
tree,
yeah,
the
the Bodhi tree.
Bodhi tree. So, yeah, so there's a lot of layers to the story, and at the same time, Lai Sum is also searching for something someone. Yeah, so that's what the story is about, without revealing too much of the story.
Okay, what do we think of the film?
What do we think of the film? I thought it was an excellent film.
Yeah,
It was
good film.
It was so it was so good. It was so well paced, so emotional, so distressing, but also still so realistic to the kind of realities of what misconceptions surround the idea of having a baby hatch.
Yeah.
This story takes place like post COVID and post MCO, so it talks about how there's like a rise in baby dumping
Because people got nothing better to do during
during
COVID.
COVID, and then a lot of these people that are dumping their babies or leaving their babies in the hatch or so, through the show they tell like different stories of like people who are getting raped by their relatives, and they're saying, oh, you see all this is happening during COVID, it shows that men have like nothing better to do, is it? And I thought that was interesting take, because it is true that cases of domestic violence and sexual violence did increase during MCO, and they managed to put this in the film without it being like a preachy thing, you know. So that was a great highlight of the issues without being too preachy. Very nuanced, nice. Yeah, this film is one of those films that don't have like a resolution, which is fine. I thought that it ended kind of tragically, honestly. But overall, I don't know. It was just a really excellent film, and it's just one of those films that make you really invested in the characters and make you really, really emotional. Yeah. Yes. Do you also feel the same?
I mean, the baby hatch issue is an issue that I've been covering as a journalist. I've been covering for like 20 years already. Ever since the baby hatch thing came about, right? When they established that. What was that the NGO called? Anyway, the baby hatch lah. I mean, there's only one main one, and I've been doing stories. I've written articles. I've interviewed
the
them.
one that we featured lah in PJ. That one,
I did,
right?
yeah, I did. We did one short documentary about it. I've done news reports about it and other documentaries about it and all that. I am a proponent of the baby hatch, you know, because a lot of good comes out of it rather than bad. And the argument that people always say this baby hatch encourages people to throw babies away or just have promiscuous sex, and I don't think so. Because and I think this film shows it, because these mothers who leave their babies, right, they are so conflicted, so torn, so damaged, right, that I don't think that they would have done this on purpose. Oh, well, it's okay, now can have sex, go, wife, get baby, can throw away, and the baby will be okay. Nah, no.
Carrying a baby to
like
term
this.
is also a whole thing already, bro.
It's never like that. And I also know, because the interviews I've done, the stories I've done, and no one has ever said that this is like encourage them, oh, now gonna have sex with everybody. That's very stupid It's a very stupid excuse lah, you know. So this film is nice, you know. It's I think this is
Get on.
Okay.
Get on.
Yeah, I think it's his most accessible film. I mean, I've only watched 2 of his films, right? This is his second, after Snow and Midsummer. Midsummer was really good too. We have a positive review of the film.
Also very tragic.
Yeah, but that film was a little bit more formalistic, you know, with a lot of symbolism and all that. I mean, this one has its symbolism too, but it's also very mainstream and very 3-act structure kind of story lah. Very mainstream, very classical story, very classic narrative, you know. And I think this one, aside from the title. The title is like, huh? You know? I mean, I know what it means. I know why he named it like that and all that, right? But for like, I don't want to sound so up, right? But, you know, for a mainstream audience, I don't know, like, I was asking you, right? Like, would it put off for a mainstream audience? Or, you know, would it create some curiosity for people to want to watch it?
I think it's more the second. Given the amount of people that were in the cinema, I feel like it's probably the second. Yeah. But it also, watching this film in the cinema with the audience that was there, that didn't know how to keep their opinions to themselves, made me realize really how ignorant certain subsets of Malaysians are about social issues lah. Like this baby dumping thing is an issue that transcends race and religion and whatever. It's literally a national issue, okay? Like everyone dumps their babies regardless of whatever race, class, religion, income bracket you are. The reasons for them are always very personal and unique to that person's situation lah. But the people in the cinema were saying this like, huh? Really ah? Is this like based on a true story? Like, so really in Malaysia got baby dumping, and they're saying this like to whoever is in their role lah, okay? But it's very loudly. And then they're like, confirm this is not this is not like a thing that happens. I'm just so, I don't know. So maybe we actually do need more films like this that are, you know, balancing between the mainstream but still made kind of indie-like, I don't know, that can help raise the awareness of these issues lah.
Because when we I mean, this is just based on the cinema that we went to, that showing lah, right? The audience that went is an audience that would be familiar with titles like that, because it's a Chinese audience, right? And if you see, a lot of Chinese movies have names like this, titles like this. Not just Malaysian Chinese films, but Hong Kong films, China films. So for them, a title like this would be, oh, okay.
A draw.
Yeah, a draw. But I'm talking about the general audience. You know, the general Malaysian audience. If they see a title like that, what is the Malay title? What is the Mandarin title? What is the, you know what I mean? How can people translate it across when they see a title like that? And what would they think? Where is this film from? Where was it made? How was it made? Who made it? What is it about? Does it reflect? I don't know. Does it give like a summary for people when they see the title, or is it a draw? You know what I mean? So I don't know, because like you said lah, this film is quite important lah, you know, for people to watch, because it brings out an important issue, and it's also told in a very entertaining way. I mean, even if you're not invested in the issue also, you can still you can still enjoy the story. Yeah. You can still feel for these characters, and you can still feel, you know, because it's a good.
It's interesting. It's interesting that the people who are drawn to it will be of a certain subset of people. But when you go into the film is actually very quintessentially Malaysian, because it incorporates so much of Malaysia in a very, it's like Agent Ali, you know, it's like it incorporates all these bits of Malaysia but making it very natural. So like Lai Sum, for example, she works at this baby hatch place, but she's like one of the only 2 Chinese people working at the hatch, right? And everybody else is Malay pakai tudung, and the story opens like during fasting month near Raya, and they are like trying to organize how to susun the schedule. Then they put in the parts of like this misconception that you cannot eat or drink, you know, all these little things lah that are very Malaysian, but they make it like so kind of natural. She goes to a food court, you know, she's eating char kway teow,
But she doesn't want to eat pork.
but she doesn't want to eat pork, and she is ordering it from this Indian lady also, and everyone in this film speaks Cantonese, which I loved so much.
And then the person who runs the baby hatch center is a Chinese Muslim convert, you know. And then Lai Sum's, Lai Sum had a baby that was given away.
Is she a convert? I didn't notice that she was a convert.
Yeah,
I thought
she's a
she was
convert
just this makcik.
No. And then she's a convert, and then but she hires a Chinese amma to take care of the babies. You know, and then like Lai Sum also, like I don't think this is a spoiler, but she had given away a baby when she got pregnant a few years earlier. Alright? And she's also trying to locate this baby.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
then it'll be
a spoiler,
anyway,
but it's very Malaysian.
It's so Malaysian lah.
this
Everything in it
movie,
is just very
Malaysian yet universal.
Malaysian. They even touch very briefly on how in certain cultures male babies are preferred, but in other cultures female babies are preferred. And I thought that was very nice because, you know, it's always this like male centric idea. When you give birth to babies, you want to have a son, right? Carry on your name and whatever. But it was nice that they brought in the other perspective of a different kind of like culture. So that was really nice. Yeah, okay. So, would you tell people to watch this?
Again, is it still playing in the cinemas? You know, you don't know. But it will be out somewhere lah. Right? So I would say yes.
As of today, when we're recording, it is still playing. But
but this review is coming out in another
screenings. So by the time you watch this, maybe it won't be playing already. But if you get an opportunity to watch it,
you should watch it lah.
Please watch this film. It's a very good film. It's a very good, very Malaysian, very touching film.
Watch for the night shots on the roof,
which you missed.
At first I missed, then after that I saw it. Yeah. So yes. Alright, so tell us what you think if you watch it, right? Or just tell us what you think about baby dumping and baby hatch.
I don't know. Do I really want to know what people think?
I do.
I can't do this.
We need to open it up no matter what the opinion is. Right?
Sure, tell us what you think, I suppose.
Because then it encourages people to discuss in our comment section whether good or bad. We see what turns out.
Anyway.
So like this video, don't like this video, subscribe to our channel, follow us on all our social media platforms at FAT BIDIN, or go to fatbidin.com to get everything. You've been watching and listening to the FAT BIDIN Film Club. Assuming I'm Zan Azli.
And I'm Syawi Mustawan.